Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we are looking at a Starfleet Battles Tournament Battles Captain's Module T. Now this is of course for Starfleet Battles. The Tournament Battles were kind of a big deal for a little while. I don't know if they still do these or not. I know Federation Commanders kind of overshadowed a lot of Starfleet Battle stuff. But if you really like math, Starfleet Battles is your game. It's a fun game, but don't play with somebody that's got a degree in mathematics. You will lose every time. So, I found this real cheap at a game store, and I thought it would be fun to open it up and get kind of a flashback for some Starfleet battles. So let's see what we've got in here. Module T includes everything you need to compete in deadly SVB tournaments. You get your SSD sheets, completely updated for the Millennium, including entirely new ones. Detailed rules on every aspect of tournament competition, judging standards and procedures, 6 tournament scenarios, tournament tactics, stellar combat map, Federation and Empire official tournament scenario and rules. So Federation and Empire will work with this as well. That game I haven't seen in a long time, but I think it's still being made. Yeah, it's put out by Amarillo Design Bureau, so it's after Task Force got consolidated. So let's see what we got here. This thing's in pretty terrible shape as far as the plastic's concerned. Finding these sealed is pretty hard to do. I just happened to look across it in a bargain bin, and I couldn't turn it down because of the nostalgia value. Alright, so we've got one really big book here. We'll look at that in a second. Then we've got some counters here. These little chits were real popular for a really long time, from the 70s, probably the 60s even, all the way through the 90s. And this was really the way to go because miniatures and molding were so expensive. Now they can do it with plastic and it's vastly cheaper. And you can see the copyright's 1991 on here. But yeah, you get quite a few ships up here. Here at the top we've got the Gazinti, then the Klingons, the Gorn, Federation in this blue, the Orion with blue and white, Hadrian, the Romulans, the Tholians, the Isk, the Lyrans, and the Wynn. I'm sure I butchered about a third of those names, but Federation and Klingon I got. These are actually pretty thick as far as chits go. You don't want cheapos when it comes to these counters. So, alright, here's our map. And it's pretty good size. It's a 6-fold. But it's only folds in half. So, oh, got it upside down. So it's got 1 through 6 over here. And then in the upper corner, we have A through F. So here we've got F, E, over on the side here we got D, and up here C, B, and A. So pretty straightforward. It's got different starting points. There's yellows, grays in the middle obviously, and up in the corner here is green. Now on the back we have a barony and Federation survey area. So this is an entirely different type of map, probably for one of the scenarios. This is the Federation and Empire tournament map, it says. Copyright 1993. And you have Federation, Orion, Tholian, the Klingons are over here, and up in the corner the Kazinti, or however that's pronounced. So if you want to play Federation and Empire, alright, here you go. This is actually a pretty thick cardstock. Which is kind of surprising. A lot of these maps were pretty junky, but this is actually really nice quality. It'll still wear out, so you'll want to check the seams for damage. Here's some more counters. And here we've got some tournament counter sheets. Tournament King Eagle, Kestrel. I can't read a lot of that upside down, sorry. So yeah, so we've got quite a few counters in here. They're pretty nice quality. These are also from 91. and these are from 95. So the Win Tournament Black Shark are actually newer than some of the other ones. And some of these are probably in other sets as well, but you'll still probably want to make sure at least the vast majority of them are here so you can kind of work with missing ones. So you might be able to find some of them on their website. I think the company is still around. So let's take a look at the book, because that's all that's left. The book is 96 pages long. That's pretty healthy. Inside we've got official tournament rules, judging rules, running tournament information, tournament scenarios, which there are quite a few of, tournament ship SSD information, Federation and Empire tournaments, and tournament tactics. So everything's combined into one handy little book. And it's pretty dense, as you can see. There's a lot of information here to go through. That's one thing that I really liked about what Amarillo and Task Force Games did with this, is they really made use of their license and made a whole lot of information available. A lot of history, a lot of storyline stuff, a lot of detailing. So they really put the effort in. The downside, it takes a little bit of extra math. Get a calculator if you're going to play this. I am awful at math, so my allocations were terrible. But it was a lot of fun to play, even if I was bad at it. So you got a lot of SSD sheets in here. There's quite a few, actually. As you can see, I'm skipping a couple pages, I think, too. So, yeah, there's quite a lot to it. I believe they give you permission to copy or photocopy these. But yeah, this book is about 17 years old, because you can see copyright 2000 at the bottom. And anymore, that's getting to be fairly old as far as games go. And I think they're mainly focusing on Federation Commander and Federation and Empire more. Mostly Federation Commander, because it's a stripped down version of this. It's a lot easier and better for younger people. Most kids aren't math geniuses. The ones that are playing this one. So yeah, there's quite a bit here. Tournament etiquette, stuff like that. So I think if you're going to play Starfleet Battles and you want to do kind of a round-robin tournament with your friends, this is a good one to get. And if you're a completionist, you'll want to get it anyway. I'm a little bit of a old-school completionist, so that was one of the reasons I bought it. That and I found it cheap and sealed, so I knew it was complete. Overall, yeah, that's what I would say. If you play Starfleet Battles, pick it up anyway if you can find it cheap. If you're paying $10 or more, I would really consider, do you really need it? Because it's an outdated setup. It is 17, 18 years old. So do you really need tournament rules from back then? But if you got a lot of friends that you play this with and you can find it cheap, I'd say go for it. If nothing else, you get some extra SSD sheets and some chits that could be useful in another game, or your regular non-tournament games. So it does appeal more to collectors, but there is quite a bit here with a 96-page rulebook, the chits, and the map. You can't really go wrong with an extra map. So that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching and supporting the channel, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.